Ibrahim Traoré, the young military leader of Burkina Faso, is at the center of a growing online phenomenon. As violence continues to disrupt daily life in the country, another kind of battle is taking place, not on the streets, but across the internet. From TikTok to Twitter, Traoré's face is everywhere. Edited clips show him draped in flags, glowing with symbolic light, or leading imaginary armies against the West. In many videos, he is portrayed as a new national savior, some even calling him Africa's Messiah or the people's captain. But behind the glorified image lies something deeper and perhaps more dangerous. Much of this digital wave is built on artificial content. AI-generated images and deepfake audio tracks are fueling an online movement that mixes anti-imperialism with youthful frustration. Some clips even falsely depict global protests in cities like New York and Nairobi in support of Traoré. It all intensified after a mass rally in Burkina Faso's capital, where tens of thousands turned out in support. Smaller demonstrations appeared in Ghana, the UK, and Jamaica. But as support grows, so does the concern about how much of it is real and how much is manufactured. Traoré came to power in 2022 during a time of crisis. Since then, he has adopted the image of a revolutionary, breaking ties with France and aligning more closely with Russia. His message resonates with many Africans who feel their continent has been used by foreign powers for too long. Political analyst Jessica Moody explains that frustration with foreign control, especially from France, is at the core of this moment. She says there is a strong push among Africans to take back control of their resources and redefine sovereignty on their own terms. However, the admiration Traoré receives online isn't always matched by actions on the ground. Security expert Beverly Ochieng says that while Traoré's voice has power, his leadership has yet to deliver concrete reforms. She notes that although he speaks for the youth and champions independence, many regions of Burkina Faso are still under threat. The insurgency continues, and over 2 million people remain displaced. Meanwhile, critics of Traoré's government say that online platforms are not just praising him, they're silencing dissent. Activists and journalists who question his leadership face harassment and digital intimidation. Researcher Alidou Werem calls it a new kind of repression, where online mobs act as enforcers, discouraging open debate. He calls it algorithmic populism, a digital movement driven more by emotion and spectacle than by truth or policy. Werem warns that this creates a fragile political space where popularity replaces real accountability. Despite his youth and compelling image, Traoré's leadership faces growing scrutiny. Analysts argue that while his rhetoric is powerful, the reality in Burkina Faso tells a more complex story. Until real changes are seen, the divide between his online glory and national challenges will remain wide. Whether Ibrahim Traoré becomes a lasting symbol of change or a digital illusion, only time and tangible results will decide. Africa is changing fast. Follow us to stay ahead of the stories that matter.